Chosen one, God is about to make you happy. You deserve it. Sometimes life moves through seasons of silence, not because you've done anything wrong, but because God has been preparing something for you that needed time, space, and divine orchestration. The kind of happiness that's been scheduled for your life couldn't arrive early or halfway done. It had to be complete. And now everything is aligning. You've cried in the quiet, kept your faith steady while questions circled around your mind, and endured long nights without explanations. But what's ahead of you now is not confusion, it's joy. What's coming will not feel like resistance, it will feel like relief. This is not a season of delay, it's the moment where heaven finally delivers what has always been yours. There's a reason you've been drawn to this message right now, because something powerful is shifting in your favor, something joyful, something undeniable. You've been patient while your blessings have been in transit. But now, God is about to pour into your life in ways you can't contain. As you read this, take a deep breath and stay present. Because this isn't just a message, it's a moment of activation. Watch this video until the very end, and write your warmest wishes in the comments, and write Amen along with the number 777. This is not just about words. It's about energy, alignment, and a spiritual agreement that welcomes what's coming next. Wishes do come true when they're fueled by unwavering faith and shared in divine timing. Let this be the spark that awakens your joy and draws the heavens closer. Now, chosen one, like this video, subscribe if you haven't subscribed to the channel, and let's begin. God has seen your heart in full color. Even in moments where others only saw your mistakes, your flaws, or your stillness, God saw your resilience, the part of you that kept holding on, the part of you that kept believing, even when you had every reason to give up. And now, He's responding not just to your needs, but to your spirit. There's something sacred about joy that comes from God. It's not based on outcomes. It's born from revelation. The revelation that you are not forgotten, that you are not overlooked, that you are not disqualified. In fact, you are chosen. And happiness is not just near, it's prepared. This joy that's coming isn't just emotional, it's transformational. It's going to fill spaces that have felt hollow for far too long. This isn't just about a smile on your face, but light in your soul. You may not have noticed it, but recently, little things have started to move. Small signs, unexpected peace in the middle of the day, a message that reached you at just the right moment, dreams returning, opportunities quietly knocking. That's the divine whisper that your happiness is on the way. It's not loud, but it's clear. It's not flashy, but it's real. And it's coming to you because you've reached the point where joy is no longer a concept, it's a command. God has commanded joy into your life. He's seen what tried to steal it, and He's spoken against it. No more settling. No more pretending to be fine when you're not. This is the return of your light. This is where you smile again and mean it. This is where life feels beautiful again. Not because it's perfect, but because you're connected to the one who's in control. There are things happening behind the scenes right now that are designed to surprise you. But not just any surprise, a divine kind. One that heals you while it lifts you. One that doesn't ask you to be anything but who you already are. You're not going to have to prove yourself to receive this. You're not going to have to fight for it. This is a joy that's walking straight into your life, carrying the signature of God Himself. He is about to make you happy. Not just content, not just stable, happy. This happiness will feel like clarity after confusion, like warmth after a long storm, like belonging after feeling misunderstood. It's going to make sense without needing to make noise. It's going to arrive with peace wrapped around it. It's going to carry a knowing in your spirit. God did this for me. You've been faithful in a quiet season. You've held your head high while walking through shadows. And you didn't let the silence convince you that nothing was happening. That strength, it was seen. That obedience, it was honored. And now, that joy, it's arriving. The joy that makes you wake up excited again. The joy that reconnects you with parts of yourself that you had buried. God isn't just going to make you smile. He's going to reintroduce you to the version of yourself that you dreamed of becoming. The version that laughs out loud, that walks in rooms with peace, that doesn't question their worth, that is in love with life again. It's time. The page has turned. The season has shifted. This is no longer about surviving. This is about receiving. This next chapter is already loaded with divine setups, unexpected meetings, confirmations that feel too specific to be coincidence, financial upgrades that make your heart beat faster, answers you've waited years for, conversations that restore instead of deplete, connections that feel like sunlight. There is no need to chase, only to be present. Because this joy is finding you right where you are. And when it arrives, it won't be temporary. This is not borrowed joy. It's not a weekend high. This is rooted happiness, divinely planted. And no storm can uproot what God has planted with purpose. You deserve this. You've earned it through faithfulness, not perfection. Through surrender, not striving. God has already decided. Now it's time for you to witness what that decision looks like. What if everything that made you cry was secretly watering the soil for your joy? What if your breaking was actually a divine preparation for your blessing? That's the beauty of what's happening now. Every heartbreak, every delay, every disappointment, they weren't wasted. They were counted. And heaven kept score not to punish you, but to restore you. And restoration doesn't come empty. It comes with joy. Real joy. The kind you don't have to explain. The kind that fits you because it was designed for you. That's what God is about to release into your life. And it's closer than you think. This joy isn't just a reward. It's a revelation. A revelation that you're still here for a reason. That your story hasn't ended, it's just beginning. That your presence matters. That you're aligned for favor. That you're a walking testimony of what happens when you don't give up. So don't be surprised when smiles return, when doors open, when people bless you out of nowhere. This is what happens when divine joy arrives. It touches everything. It changes atmospheres. It heals relationships. It revives dreams. It upgrades your normal. God's about to make you happy, and nothing can stop it. Not the past, not the critics, not the fears, not the doubts. Happiness is coming. You're next in line. And this time, you'll know it came from heaven. This happiness that's approaching you, chosen one, is no longer a distant promise. It is an immediate reality forming around your life. It's subtle, yet undeniable. It's soft, yet powerful. You've stepped into an atmosphere where your soul is finally allowed to exhale. The ache you've been carrying for years is beginning to dissolve. Not because you've forgotten the pain, but because joy is rewriting your narrative. God is the architect of this transformation, and He is constructing a season in your life where light returns not in fragments, but in fullness. This time, the joy is holistic. It won't just touch your finances or relationships, it will pour into every corner of your being, cleansing, healing, and elevating you. There are mornings ahead of you where you'll wake up with clarity in your heart and peace in your bones. You'll walk through the world lighter, not because the world changed, but because your inner world has. You will notice how the weight that once crushed your spirit no longer holds the same power. And the reason? God is removing it. Piece by piece, burden by burden, lie by lie. Every voice that told you joy was for someone else will be silenced. Every shadow that tried to linger will be scattered. The sunrise you've been praying for is no longer coming. It's here. The light is rising inside you first, and then it will illuminate everything around you. The chapter ahead isn't just brighter, it's blessed in ways beyond your imagination. There's a level of happiness coming that will restore years of sorrow in moments. Divine joy doesn't take time, it takes presence. And God is present with you now in ways that are changing the structure of your life. New alignments are forming. Unexpected invitations are arriving. People are being stirred to bless you. Ideas that had been dormant are awakening with power. Energy is returning. Confidence is building. That unsettled feeling in your chest is making room for a sense of security you haven't felt in years. And it's not because you manipulated it, forced it, or figured it all out. It's because God declared it. Joy is your portion now. You'll notice how you begin to respond differently to life. Things that once triggered anxiety now feel like opportunities. Delays won't irritate you. They'll prepare you. Silence won't scare you. It'll strengthen you. This is what divine joy does. It lifts your eyes above the noise and focuses your heart on what truly matters. There's a stillness coming with this happiness. A calm certainty that you're in the right place at the right time with the right spirit. You won't need to convince anyone of your worth, because joy has a frequency. It speaks for you. It changes how you enter rooms. It adjusts what you tolerate. It elevates how you carry yourself. And yes, this joy will come with laughter. The kind that interrupts your silence and catches you off guard. The kind that bubbles up from a place you thought had dried up. It will make you laugh while remembering how much you cried. It will feel sacred, like an internal resurrection. The parts of you that were buried in disappointment are coming back to life. You are stepping into days that are decorated with divine surprises. You will open your messages to good news. You will answer your phone and hear favor on the other end. You will check your bank account and see provision. You will walk into meetings and feel alignment. These aren't fantasies. These are confirmations of what happens when God says, "Now it's time for happiness." The joy that's coming will also quiet your inner critic. That voice that keeps questioning your readiness or your value will no longer have permission to speak. Because joy anchors your identity in truth. And the truth is, you are enough. You are worthy. You are chosen. God didn't bring you this far to abandon you. He didn't allow the storm to pass just to watch you sink. He's lifting you. And as He lifts you, happiness will cling to you like light clings to the sunrise. It will follow you into places you once feared. It will fill rooms that once felt empty. You will no longer live with a smile that hides the pain. You will live with a smile that reflects a healed spirit. There's an internal shift happening now, and it's unstoppable. You'll feel yourself craving peace more than performance. You'll feel joy in the small things again. The way the sun hits your skin, the rhythm of your footsteps, the feeling of clean air in your lungs. Your senses will be sharpened and your awareness will expand, because joy expands what pain once restricted. It gives you permission to see beauty again, not as a luxury, but as a birthright. And you, chosen one, were born to walk in beauty. Born to carry joy like a torch in dark places. Born to experience a life that mirrors heaven's intention. You're not just receiving joy, you're becoming it. God is weaving together a story that's better than you dared to imagine. A story where happiness isn't stolen or delayed. A story where your name is spoken in rooms of influence. A story where your presence is requested, not ignored. And through it all, your joy won't make sense to the people who judged your struggle. But it won't matter, because you'll know who gave it to you, and you'll protect it with grace, gratitude, and groundedness. This is a sacred happiness. It was born in the fire, refined in silence, and now it's being released into your hands. You're entering a chapter where happiness will no longer feel like a distant memory or a vague future promise. It will become your constant companion. It will walk beside you, speak through you, and wrap itself around the very fabric of your daily life. Not a surface-level cheerfulness that fades when things get hard, but a deep, steady, divine joy that holds you from the inside. This is the kind of happiness that doesn't wait for everything to be perfect. It shows up to remind you that God's presence is the perfection. You've reached the point where heaven's intention for your life is undeniable. And this intention? It's joy. It's delight. It's the release of every heavy thing you were never meant to carry in the first place. God is about to shift your environment in ways that reflect the joy rising within you. The atmosphere around you is already responding to the new spiritual tone you're carrying. People will feel something different when they're around you. There will be a glow, a warmth, a magnetic peace that wasn't there before. And it won't be something you're trying to perform. It will simply be who you've become. When God touches your spirit with joy, everything connected to you begins to elevate. Your words begin to heal. Your presence begins to comfort. Your energy begins to attract everything aligned with your divine destiny. This transformation doesn't require an announcement. It reveals itself. Slowly, then suddenly. And while others may try to make sense of your sudden elevation, you'll simply walk forward in gratitude. Because you'll remember what it cost you to get here. You'll remember the silence, the nights you questioned your path, the moments where it felt like happiness had forgotten your name. But now you'll look around and see signs of joy blooming in unexpected places. And you'll know, God didn't forget you. He reserved the best for last. Not because he was punishing you, but because he was protecting your happiness until you were strong enough to hold it without losing yourself in the process. This new level of joy is coming with acceleration. What once took years will now take weeks. What once felt blocked will suddenly be released. What once brought confusion will now bring clarity. You'll begin to see that joy doesn't delay results, it multiplies them. Because happiness aligned with God isn't a distraction, it's a portal. It opens doors you didn't even knock on. It introduces you to people who are assigned to your path. It amplifies your voice in places where you were once silenced. You'll see it unfold in divine timing, and you'll realize that this joy was never small. It was simply hidden until now. Every area of your life that's been under attack is about to come into alignment with divine joy. That relationship you thought was over, it will either be restored or replaced with something more fulfilling. That financial pressure you've been carrying, it's about to be lifted by unexpected provision. That creative block you've been battling, it will dissolve, and you'll find yourself producing more than ever, with ease. Because joy fuels creativity. Joy awakens inspiration. Joy magnetizes abundance. You'll notice how your thoughts shift, how you speak changes, how your decisions feel more aligned. That's what happens when your heart is finally safe enough to open up again. Don't be surprised when people around you begin to notice the difference in your eyes, your voice, your presence. They won't be able to put it into words, but they'll feel it. You'll walk into a room and carry peace with you like it's woven into your skin. You'll speak and others will listen, not because you're louder, but because your joy makes your voice powerful. This happiness will bring you into rooms where your spirit is respected, where your gifts are celebrated, where your worth is not just recognized, but honored. These are rooms designed by God Himself. And the invitation? It's already been sent with your name on it. This joy will bring a new level of discernment. You'll no longer chase what isn't for you. You'll stop entertaining connections that drain you. You'll feel a holy boldness to say no to things that used to distract you, because your joy will be too valuable to waste. And with this clarity, new paths will open. Business opportunities, projects that resonate with your purpose, collaborations that feel divine. You'll feel it in your bones. This is what I was created for. Not survival, not endless struggle, but alignment, abundance, joy, and all of it designed, timed, and delivered by the one who never stopped working on your behalf. This divine happiness isn't loud, but it's loud enough to silence the noise of your past. You won't need to argue with the people who misunderstood you. You won't need to revisit the places that broke you. God is writing new pages, and this joy is the ink. This season will speak for itself, and as it does, The echoes of your old life will begin to fade. You'll start to feel like yourself again, but a version of you that's clearer, lighter, stronger. One who smiles easily, trusts deeply, and walks boldly. You'll laugh in places you used to cry. You'll dance in places you used to sit quietly, because God is rebuilding you with joy as the foundation. You've been waiting for something to break open, and it's happening. Not because you forced it, but because you've finally allowed yourself to believe it's possible. That belief, it unlocked a door, and behind that door is the happiness you thought you missed, the relationships you thought were over, the financial blessings you thought were delayed, the peace you thought was reserved for someone else. All of it is coming to you now. It's flowing toward you like a river that's been dammed for too long. And once it begins, it won't stop. This is not a trickle of happiness. It's a flood, and it's sent by God Himself. What's happening now, chosen one, is not just a change in your mood. It's a holy recalibration of your entire life. God is repositioning everything around you to match the joy He's placed within you. The shift is silent, but undeniable. The atmosphere around you is lighter. The tension that used to cloud your days is beginning to release. You're stepping into a new rhythm, one that doesn't come from effort, but from alignment. You're not chasing anything anymore. You're not running on fumes or surviving on hope. You're standing in certainty, because what's coming isn't random. It's designed, and it's all working together to make you happy. Truly, deeply, unshakably happy. Even the way you breathe is changing. There's more ease in your chest, less pressure in your thoughts. That knot of heaviness that used to sit in your spirit is dissolving. Because the energy of God's joy is not passive, it's powerful. It moves things. It heals things. It pushes things out that don't belong. Every lie you believed about your worth is being rewritten. Every memory that made you question your value is losing its power. Because when joy enters, it does more than smile. It speaks truth. It restores vision. It removes what's false and confirms what's real. And what's real is this. You are about to feel more alive than you ever have before. Don't minimize what you're sensing in your spirit right now. That soft stirring, that quiet confidence, that sudden hope that just appeared. It's not your imagination. It's not wishful thinking. It's spiritual reality making itself known. You're feeling joy ahead of its full arrival because your soul is already aligned with what's on the way. The inner world always gets the memo before the outer world catches up. And your inner world is celebrating early. You may not even know why you feel lighter today, but God does. He's lifting burdens before you even have to ask. He's opening doors before you even see the hallway. He's clearing space so that joy has room to expand in your life. You'll start noticing things that once drained you no longer hold your attention. Conversations that used to stress you will suddenly feel unnecessary. Cycles that used to trap you will no longer seduce you. That's not pride, it's peace. That's what divine happiness does. It helps you choose yourself without guilt. It helps you protect your joy without apology.